Hello? Hello? Oh my god, it works. Sick, guys. What's going on? It is 10 p.m. on a fucking workday. I'm extremely tired. Not extremely, I'm not gonna. But I am tired. And now I have to cast this toilet bowl between Shepherds and Casters. The final game of the regular season before we move into our ever exciting playoffs. I'm Razor. I'm going to be doing solo commentary. So, getting into the history of this game, getting into the story behind this game, obviously there is... Actually, I should pull up the standings. Before I do that, I should copy the stream link into the chat. And then put it into the other chat. Sorry, guys. We literally just got... I basically just figured out I was doing this like 15 minutes ago. Stream quality seems terrible. Just kidding. I think it's good. Okay, I can't watch my own stream. Why do that? So what are we doing this for? I can't pull up my stream. I don't know if it's working. Okay. I think we are good. I'm gonna hope that the quality is okay. It looks like I'm streaming in 1080p. It seems like everything is fine. Waldo, hello. Thank you for letting me know that it is good. So, diving into this game. Obviously, Shepherds... Why do we give him Vuvuzelas? Who did we give Vuvuzelas? Can you fuck off and die? History behind this game, and obviously like just looking at the positions, Shepherds looking very much like a defensive-oriented team. You have a striker playing on defense, or at least one of the flex players in Fire Demon, who hasn't really ever seen himself as one static role. He got used to striker pretty often in through Savannah. Already a foul! But I believe he played defense in 2021, if I am not mistaken. Now returning back to his defensive roots. The rest of the team up front, you have Matt. Playing up front is not normally where you see him. He's one of the, I would say one of the most influential defenders in BCS. But he has chosen to play up. Snarvelax has also made that switch. And in some way, I have too. Jenna and Tumbleweed lining out the front line. Two experienced frontliners here. Sono Keto trying to get past. It's a good header from Jenna. Player who is historically very attacker-oriented in her positions, but has played defense in the past as well. Mainly made a name for herself in the attack, and that seems like the cycle for a lot of defense players is that they eventually phase out of it. But it makes them very strong support strikers, because obviously you have a player like Jenna who's able to rotate back extremely efficiently, while also maintaining defensive prowess and offensive. Tumbleweed, not in that same vein, though. Extremely aggressive player. On the other side, looking at casters, you kind of have role players. Ukrees and Sono Keto, pretty much career strikers up until this point, and have been a duo in the past. Definitely having their legacy come into question here, as this is, I believe, their fourth time teaming together in the past 5 years. It's brought them success long, long ago. It has brought them close in some moments. But Casters has been looking a little weak, and they have a lot to prove. Managed to beat Forge? Barely, though. Barely. I think. I don't remember, actually. Sono and Yui, you don't have Monaco going in for that shot right above Muna. And Muna just can't seem to see it coming. Sometimes it is those simple shots that can really put Muna in a stressful situation. She may have played that position multiple times in the past. She might have hundreds of hours of experience on that exact situation, but sometimes you just aren't ready for it to come up. It's 1-0 now. Shepherd's a team that love to play their defense and love to stall. Now have to try and recoup losses. Playing from behind is difficult for some teams. Whenever you have a defensive-oriented squad, it can be extremely crippling if you can't get your attacks going. Something we're going to see out of Shepherds. You have Egg playing in midfield here for Casters. Or actually, he's playing defense. You have Monaco playing up, and you can kind of see why. Magic Monaco has been spreading tons of goals out for Casters. Here might come another. It's a shot, but it's a little wide there. Ubicrease has an issue that many can struggle with, and it is called the whiff. Or sometimes you expect a player like Ubicrease to just, you know, stomp through the field, but then at that very last moment just will choke the shot. It happens to everybody. But sometimes it's consistent, and that's where the problem lies. Tumbleweed keeping the ball in. And Matt's actually good on that recovery. There are now 2 balls on the field. I wouldn't be happy about that if I was Casters. Ref calls it a goal kick for purple. Sorry, wouldn't be happy about that if I was Shepherds. Man, Tumbleweed making some pretty advantageous space here. Fire Demon over to Matt. Have yet to see Matt score a goal. When's that going to come? Come on, Matt. Would love to get some opinions on. I wish like people would chat, even if they don't have like I don't know, just like chat in the Discord too, just like so I can read it live. This is pretty much live, so if you have something to say, ping it to me right now. Want to see some messages? Sonokito. Woo! That is header from Shepherds. Art of the Whiff, probably the most mastered spell on the Caster's handbook. Sonokito gonna have to make another attempt at this. Jenna, however, just holding it down. Force field around Ubicrease between Matt and Jenna. Both skinheads trying to approach. Actually, all of them are, except for Tumbleweed. He's got that fucking mane on his hair. Sono over to Ubicrease. Ubicrease can't miss this one, but doesn't even shoot it anyways. And Muna lunges at it. The Hound. Jenna now. That's actually really wide for this. Where are we sending that? Yao Ming pass from Matt, unfortunately, just doesn't make its mark. A little too high. Matt now has to try and contend with a second pass. Ubicrease is in the way. Casters making their advance. Tumbleweed, good grab. Kinda just throws it into no man's land, though. Tumbleweed can crack under pressure. Jenna, good grab there. Now Egg on the hot seat. Not usually a defensive-minded player. Not usually a defender as his main position. He does win the one-on-one. And with the support of Sonokito, Casters are able to clear the dirty air. Look at that. The ball returns to Casters. Ubicrease. Now Jenna. Over to Tumbleweed. Just messing up these easy passes on Shepard's end. Not sure what that's all about! Oh, wait! That's tragic! Tumbleweed chokes it, though! Give this man some CPR. Not CPR. Heimlich. Tumbleweed has been having a career-defining choke this game. Jenna. Fouled. Gonna play the advantage. Runs it over to Tumble. Gets past Monaco. That's a beautiful pass! But it's not as great of a shot as it's stolen, and Xenos able to glove it. Now Casters. Short bursts of energy. That's what's all about for Casters. Matt now returning to sender. Fire needs to be careful here. Monaco's got that demon ping. He needs to be careful. Can't let that slip out of his hands. Jenna now guarded by... I'd say guarded by 2 and Proxy guarded by 1. Oh, a pass straight down the middle, but nobody's there to receive that. Shepards are kind of all over the place, and it's been really difficult for them to finish that goal out. Even if they have pressure in the attacking side, it just doesn't really seem like it's been benefiting them all that much. Got to get outside the box a little bit here, I think, and you got to push your man up. Oh, Soto Kito gets past Fire, but a good back steal from Fire Demon. Just about recovers it there. You just got to trust Fire Demon in these moments. You have to have 3 up. Fire Demon asked me to be critical about his defense. He misses that! What a dink and a sink from Casters. Sono Kito casted curveball. It's 2020 all over again. But this time, Sono Kito is actually worse. Casters now making the win. The cheers as I... That's so funny. The cheers as I roast Sono. Now making his way up the field. Might be shutting me up. 3, no! Fire Demon has it, but he needs to get it out. Matt able to reclaim here. Even after all this, Shepard's defense looks good. But unfortunately, defense never wins you games. They just prevent you from losing, and Shepards are losing. They let that first goal in. That was already trouble enough as they can't recover that. And now they have to do it twice. And they have much little time left on the half. Jenna recovers, though. Over to Tumbleweed. Misses the pass, and it's stolen. Jenna on the green, wearing green, off the green. Having a fantastic series so far, but is it enough? What are we doing? Right into Caster's territory. Tumbleweed misses his jump, and that's going to cost him the entire push. It's Casters now. That's a beautiful pass to Uikrease, somehow stolen by the forces of God, maybe. Uikrease is bouncing like a damn rabbit inside the box. But Muno's somehow able to predict his 2.4 gigahertz router. I don't even know if that's... Jenna now, making her way up. Stopped once again, though, by a 2v1. Tumbleweed has position here. He's a common cherry-picking savant. Ooh! Ooh, that... Ooh. That sucked. Now Monaco has a run. That is a bad pass. That's going to give plenty of time now for Casters to recover here. The art of the pass has long been lost on us, as it has been on Shepards, who just cannot complete a pass right now for the life of them. It's a lot of yin and yang in this game. Obviously, Casters have a little bit of a weaker defense, but Shepherds have a pretty abhorrent offense by the looks of this game. Sorry, Fire Demon told me to be more critical this stream, and Fire's not actually been doing anything wrong, so I'm just being critical of both these teams. It's also 10 p.m. and we're not having a night game. That's going to take 5 billion years to make. Just like my overlay, which we're never going to get. I hate BCS. I hate BCSPU. I hate Dumb Matt. I'm rioting against Dumb Matt. Yeah, boo this man. Sono. Just doing pretty much nothing. And it leads to pretty much nothing. Monaco has the ball, though. That's exciting news, because Monaco could put a shot in for Casters. Nothing yet, though. Jenna going to drive upfield, giving Shepherds time to try and rotate up. Now Fire Demon has an opening here. You back up, you play this defense. As soon as Fire Demon gets off the ball, you need to rotate back here and let the other three work their magic. Jenna's in for the box, but it gets triple stolen from Casters. I'd say yin and yang. I'd say Shepherds have their weeks, their woes on offense, and Casters have their woes on defense. But for Shepherds, it just seems like nothing's working out. Casters' defense has been working, and that's never a good sign because they literally don't have a defender. They have 2 midfielders and 2 strikers. Although Egg is the closest thing you would get to defensive mid in this field, I would say. Perhaps Matt as well. Now bombs one over to Fire Demon. Fire Demon has had his own troubles finishing. Interpret that how you want to. Stolen out of the air. Lots of history of offensive woes on this team, and you'd think on this field rather, and you'd think that that wouldn't be an issue considering you have Sonokido, I would say, competent enough striker alongside Uikri's potentially top 5 striker. You can mix that around. I'd say Sonokido, put him 6 or 7. It's got you got the Vonskis, you got your Chaks, your mid sales. Wow, that's really all we had, huh? I just realized. Amir, you had your Amir. You had your nerdy nerds. You have your Sokals now. Not present in this game. But behind the control booth. Obviously, you can go Legacy here. Ron Paul's. Uikri's. Monaco. Shift steal. No goal. Shepherds have 1 minute of added time, and it has dwindled down to 15 seconds for them to try and put a dent into Casters. But right now, their force field spell is working out oh too well, and they might even have a fireball prepared for Muna. Monaco sitting nearby. He's cold as ice, but Sono just gives it right back to Casters. It's a crossbar. How many of those have we had? Oh, but thank goodness Monaco's nearby. Who might legitimately be a top 2 striker this cup. Monaco has inched that gap to 3. And Shepherds, at the end of the half, have nothing to show for it. No answers. And you really think that with how low this deficit is, I mean, 3-0 is... You could scratch that off in a good few minutes, but it just feels like it's not going to happen. It just feels like this game is going to just drone on. But yeah, I mean, it just feels like the game is going to sort of sink in the mud for Shepherds, and the lead is just going to grow on them. Shepherds aren't the type of team that give me charismatic comeback vibes. But if there's one thing I know, it's never to let age get in the way. Even though Matt, Tumbleweed, and Jenna are old as fossils, maybe they've got one more. Maybe Unk and Gramps and Graham have got one more left in the tank. One more push. But they just have never come across as that. It would be a history-defining moment in BCS if this comeback were to happen. For all three of these players, it just doesn't feel like it's part of their natural chemistry. It doesn't feel like they have those players that can bring you back from clutch scenarios. If anything, that's the Yui Creases of the world. But we're underway. And if we can be proven wrong, we might have an entertaining game on our hands. Jenna already starting off hot, but it's that crossing into the middle that's been so difficult. Blocked by Yui Crease, but might actually give Jenna some extra space to make some leeway. It's back to Fire Demon, now trying to look for a pass potentially down the middle. Tries to sink it over to Tumbleweed, but again, it's just those shots that you take that you hope. It's not consistent. You can't just shoot it straight down the middle and hope that someone's going to be there to capture it. It's not going to work out like that. Monaco breaks the ankles. Are you kidding me? Monaco hat trick. You think Shepherds need to pull it out of the hat? Monaco has the damn hat. And he's not letting go of it. 3 for him. In what was pretty much just a solo play engineered by that midfielder. Monaco has been showing his genius this cup. And when Shepherds need it most, they could see themselves. I think placement's already locked in. I don't think it really matters all that much, but still, it's good to watch. Now back to Monaco, looking for a fourth. Thankfully, no one in the air there on the defense for Shepherds. For some reason, all 3 of those players jumped at Monaco's shot. Tumbleweed holding on to this ball, but no progress really being made except for verticality up the field. But once again, just seeing these exact same shots and passes from outside the box, inside the box, in a perfectly predictable line. Casters have pretty much predicted it every single time, and it's been no problem for them. Another pass goes wide, and Shepherds are looking like the exact same team we saw. Matt has an opportunity here. Doesn't chase after it, though. No shot is confirmed, and all 4 players of Casters are able to rotate back. It's Yui Crease with a snag in the end, and the opportunity goes to waste. Now Casters approaching. Fire Demon once again getting laid over and smacked. Able to recover our Shepherds, and they kicked it out. Corner kick for Casters. Sonokido. 2 versus 2 for that ball. Matt's able to get it out, keep it in green possession. But just gives it right back to Egg, who just stir-fries that team. Still has possession of the ball and is juking out Jenna. 2 versus 4 in the box. Lost by Egg, though. Once again recovers. Now Shepherds are losing at their own game, and once again Egg drops it. Matt now has a step. Monaco's nearby. You're passing to nobody! And it's another opportunity just given away. Just like that. Shepherds once again. It It is currently the who can lose to myself competition. And Shepherds looking like they're losing. Another shot from Monaco, but Muna is able to read that one. Hasn't let a goal in, except for one. This half. Crease might be looking to double it. It's returned, however, to green territory. Very dangerous situation considering that, you know, two purple people were in front of the defenders and right next to Muna in the box. Once again, long bomb pass. Crease heads it out of the way, and now Casters once again re-upping that pressure. Not letting go. Tumbleweed can't get through. Matt does, though. About 5 minutes have gone by. Shepherds haven't even gotten a shot towards the net. At least it feels like. Day 31 of asking for better offense from Shepherds. And then they're biffing up their defense! Winner with a good save, though. Once again, retaliation from the purple side. Pass over to Crease. Big threat there, but jumps over the ball. 5-0, and I consider this game pretty much over. But it is still 4. Perhaps a winnable gap, but so much time has gone by, and it just seems like they're just droning on. Defense hasn't even started to slip a little bit here. Matt is in the air. Tumbleweed is in the air. Matt is in the air. And so is Jenna. It's Air Shepherds inside of their box. Casters they casted a levitation spell on top of Shepherds. And it's 5. The big number 5 for Casters. Not a single response from the Goats. Rather, I guess the Goat Tamers. It just seems like it is over. But the show must go on. Shepherds need to mount a hefty comeback there to even get themselves... Oh, and you... Seeing signs of pressure out of Shepherds. Internal. Something's going on. Alarms are ringing. Hopefully now someone will heed that notice. Jenna, once again, passed down the middle. And this middle lane has been contested each time and won each time by Casters. And when it's not won by Casters, Shepherds still haven't been able to put one in. Good bump by Fire. Monaco immediately off the response. Sonakito. It's grabbed out of the air, though. Now Matt throws it over towards the middle. Predict the play when it happens. Tumbleweed's about to get past you through the middle lane. It's going to be blocked. No, it's actually going to be Jenna in for the shot! Oh! Oh my gosh. Muna has stepped onto the field. Matt is now in net. Crease is right behind 2 of them. Muna still doesn't have her jersey on. And now, all of a sudden, they have to play 3-on-3 defense. Sono Kito in the box. Sono knows that Matt isn't warmed up here. He might just be able to take his first shot and score it. Or Matt could be going back to Drydas. Is this the continuation of the Drydas storyline that's going to give Shepherds a victory? Are they going to be able to ink this one out? Let's see if this change ends up working out for them. Muna, I would say, can play mid, but also that time factor. She takes a while to get the ball upfield. And time is not on the side of Shepherds. Jenna now gives the ball away. Tumbleweed. It's a rough pass, but they get it through. That's all that matters. Trying to look for an opening here. Muna now going to cross inside. They're going through the middle play again. Holy crap, guys. Do something different. Please. I beg of thee. Swing with your wingers in. Get some left wing, right wing action. Yui Kreese. Inside the box. It's just very difficult to watch this, Muna. Getting the ball upfield. Did a pretty good job so far. Hands it over to Jenna. I'm not sure if that was the right play, though. That's just going to stall and give time. But now Jenna inside the box in a position we haven't seen Shepherds in before. It's stolen, saved outside. Shepherds still have possession over it. And it's a goal kick. They didn't have possession. 3 minutes of added time here for Shepherds to work with. They've got to make plenty of goals up, and it just doesn't seem like it's very possible. For a moment, it did. I would have given them the benefit of the doubt at 3-0, but I definitely can't see myself doing the same for 5. However, let's see if we can get some magic to happen. Tumbleweed now inside the box here, going for a shot, but just gives it to Egg. The striking power non-existent here for Shepherds. Oh my god! Egg router diff! Egg router diff! Egg casted confusion on Stealthy Jenna. This is a heartbreaking game. It's just been a stall. And with all the extra added time, you just have to suffer longer. 7 minutes and 25 seconds left for this game. Not exactly a goal per minute, but close to it. Needed by Shepherds. They want to eke out a win. This might be their first, but Egg is there! Good positioning from Egg. And honestly, just reading Casters well, reading Shepherds well, even though I put that in elementary grade reading level. Not Egg. I mean Shepherds. I don't want to be mean to Egg. He's been having a really good game. Casters, they haven't had offense in a while. Look, it's shut down off their first mark. Tumbleweed. It's been iffy on him for the receptions. Jenna, quite the opposite, but just can't seem to find a good pass in. Muna needs to start walking inwards here. Muna has an inward position. Now we're going to back out, trying to cut across now. Jenna just making it. It's taking a lot of time for Shepherds to get this in. Even if they have the opportunity, it seems like it's so easy to squander. Just going for a shot. It's long, but Tumbleweed has it. Shepherds maybe looking at their first goal, and that's something. One to 5. We have breath in the Shepherds camp. We have life. That's a goal for Shepherds, but it might be the last. As now Casters inside the box. The box is so wide open. Monaco has a red carpet straight to that box. Backs out, though. Has to back out. Yui Kreese there once again. It's blocked by Shepherds. These players I mentioned are not the comeback caliber. For the first time in their careers, could they prove us wrong? It's a 1v2, and it's very successful now. Pass back, but it's right back to Egg. It seemed like a great play, and then it just ended up falling by the wayside. Good pass, but not a great reception. Tumbleweed is probably bullshitting about some rule right now, and once he starts cherry picking, we'll know the game is over because he's mad. Yes, no. Let's see if that comes true. Jenna, now over to Tumble. Good reception by Tumble. Doesn't have exactly the most open lane, but has a bit of moments to work with. That's a good pass, but unfortunately the timing off the fall there. Jenna's back at it, though. Jenna, no! Oh, it was so good, and they just made it super overcomplicated. That's a big air ball, though. It returns to Shepherds, but pretty far back. Matt now bombing it over to a field of green, but unfortunately, casters are there. Jenna, stolen by Monaco. It's a good clear. And Shepherds now have to work from the back once again. It just seems like the progress. Oh, tumbleweed! Oh, you can't do that and then shoot right into Zeno's. Oh, tragic. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that, obviously. Just unbearable mistake to be having right now. And I'm sure that one's going to sting. Yui Kreese might have Sono Kido. Still been seeing some good defense out of Shepherds the second half. Unfortunately, it hasn't translated well into their offense. Jenna now making her way up. Muna up the field. Yui Kreese in the way. 1 versus 2. Now a header there over to Sono, but Matt. Oh, heartbreaking. All of our regular time has been burned. We're now into extras. We're on that secondary extra generator. We're on the backup. Once again, pass down the middle lane. Shepherds have yet to see success with this play. Attempted header there by Muna. Monaco kicks it out, though. Could be a good, bountiful mistake. To capitalize on, Tumble needs to win this! Oh my God. Tumbleweed. Well, he didn't win it. And casters are most likely not winning this either. Shepherds might be looking to dunk on some extra goals to make it worth it for them. Yui Kreese, good solo play, and Matt's not there for the save. Drydas, no gloves, might have saved that one, but Dumb Matt unfortunately could not have. This game will simply serve as a burden to Shepherds. Nothing more, nothing less. As far as I'm aware, this game does not affect their playoff standings currently. So there is not much value to this game, but still looking at it from an objective standpoint, it's been a poor performance from Shepherds on this offense. So weak and so predictable. Completely crumbling under the pressure from Egg mostly. Not a sentence you usually say out loud. However, Egg has been paying his dues. Monaco as well has been having a fantastic series. It's actually the two star strikers that haven't exactly been on top. Jenna might be looking to put one in, and it's a consolation goal for Shepherds. 30 seconds left on the clock. 6-2. May this be the day that the stable has burned, for Shepherds have released all of their goats into the wild. And unfortunately, not a single goat could score a fucking goal. The magicians have invaded. And the Shepherds have lost their land. They stand on weak ground going into playoffs, at least towards the second half of this season. They have looked good before, but they haven't looked quite as bad as this. It's a dark day for Shepherds, but playoffs is where it matters most, and I think that Shepherds are in that same mindset that it really comes down to those playoff games. That is what is going to matter. Double elimination bracket there. Yui Kreese ends our suffering, and casters have burnt the Shepherd's Village to the ground just before playoffs. So, 6-2 is the score. Casters come out on top. It is extremely late, and I do not expect any interviews. Yeah, that's chill. No interviews. Congratulations to casters who, by all accounts, have embarrassed Shepherds today. The score may not be a big reflection of that. You see the scoreline every day, but my God, was the gameplay. Shepherds have a lot to lab on as they go into their season. That is, if this game affects them all that much, or if they're just going in with a clean slate. Congratulations to the end of the day. Wait. Alright, we're doing interviews. Let's go. Alright, let's bring them here. Yep. And is there anyone on the bench? Nope. Alrighty, let's bring them in. Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in. Caster's interview. And I believe that's the only interview that we'll be getting today. Whew. Okay, that was freaking me out.
What?
You just wanted to be able to move us. I see.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
You scared me.
Congratulations on Monaco for winning this game.
Hold on back here.
Thank you,
I
Monica.
got lost on the way over.
Monica.
Monaco.
Yui Kreese and Sonokita with probably the most embarrassing series I've ever seen out of this duo in my entire life.
What?
But it was masqueraded by the most embarrassing game I've seen out of any of those Shepherds players' entire lives. So it's a double-edged sword at the end of the day. But I mean, with all due respect, congratulations on your victory. You guys are looking pretty hot heading into the playoffs. And you completely sunned a team that I expected would have brought you to your knees. It was a yin and yang game, I think, because you guys are very attacker-centric. I mean, you literally don't have a damn defender. And then you have Shepherds who are a little bit more defender-sided. No, I'll get to you. Don't worry. Yep, extremely good game. Sonokito just killed himself. Thank God. Doing a service to us all. Monaco, you had an absolutely stellar game, let me just say. I think that you were phenomenal. And, I mean, your goals speak for themselves. Has this notion to kind of move you back up to your midfield or even like a striker position come as a result of your previous performances that you've had in this cup so far? Or was this just something that you knew you wanted to do going into the beginning of the cup?
I like the cup as in like the actual start of the cup or just like this game specifically?
Like like I'm basically asking, like, you know, like, do you feel like you were planning on becoming a striker from the beginning, or was this kind of just something that ended up happening?
Oh, okay. Because originally, Saito and Egg are like known to be like midfielders, if not almost striker-like positions. And I was originally meant to be the defender, and I already have a history of playing more defensively to begin with. Like that's been my whole MO as a midfielder is to always be defensive.
Correct.
So I went into it under the assumption that I would be just the one playing defense, but after our first game or two, it kind of became clear that I was a good asset on the more offensive side. So even though I'm still midfielding, I'm definitely more comfortable, or at least as of right now, better as a sort of like third striker as opposed to just like a second defender.
I see. I see. Now, I want to stress by saying I feel like this interview is a little Mafia Madness themed, in the fact that I want all of you guys to kind of speak up and kind of display your thoughts and make it an open discussion between all of you guys. So I'm gonna start asking some generalized questions, and I can sit the fuck down.
The hell did
Show of
Mafia
hands. Who
Madness
wants
have
to
to do with
murder
that?
Razor first?
I just want to make this quick for you guys, so I'm going to ask you like 3, you know, rapid fire questions that all of you can answer and chime in on, and it'll be entertaining. So, question number 1: heading into that game, what was your expectations against Shepherds? Did you feel like you guys were going to have an easier game? Do you feel like it was going to be a little bit challenging? Did you think Monaco was going to carry you? What was the mindset?
Okay,
I thought it was
Matt
going to be a
Phil.
very
Can't
fun
keep saying
game
Mario Kart game, bro.
Well,
because
Razor,
Shepherds has a very
Razor-
interesting lineup.
Razor, I know you have a huge drinking problem, so we decided to do something like a zone defense like Vanguard did against us because none of them are like specifically good at striking.
Are there any drinks left on the
So-
table, actually?
You need
No, I
help,
drank
man.
them all
There's no.
just to spite you.
So,
But
yes, go ahead.
but yeah, we just decided since they're not an offensive team, we just have to play like a defensive team would when we have to rotate. So the rotations were quicker. We didn't have to double at any time because they were kind of cheeks at offense until like Luna came in, I guess.
Damn.
But like, yeah, we just had to cover our zones, intercept any passes that came in because the last time we lost, they were really good at passing.
All right, I like that answer. Heading into playoffs, obviously the thing that I see out of this team is this is basically just like Cincinnati 2.0, right? Like this is the redemption story for you guys as a team. And there are obviously some newer names to that, like Monaco and Uicrease, who are kind of add-ons to that. Do you feel like you guys, you know, kind of like what do you feel like differs from the rest of the teams that gives you a better chance of winning this cup than the rest? What's your it factor?
Monaco.
Well, the obvious thing is that we have magic on our side, and magic always is the most powerful thing ever. So we obviously had a head start.
For sure.
And also my orbs. I brought my orb along this time around. I actually managed to pack it. I didn't forget it this time.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
And
that
I saw into the
cardboard,
future and foretold that we were gonna win this game very easily. You know,
Okay.
that always helps.
That's fair. That's fair.
What the hell are you talking about?
I
We're
sometimes
LARPing.
forget to. I sometimes forget to pack my crystal ball. It's never a great sign.
Yeah,
Final
well, I
question.
should remember to keep a spare. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
get my
Say,
2
Monaco?
bowls.
I just well, because I have magic crystals in my pocket, and you
What
people
the hell
usually
did that
fall
mean?
crack.
So is that
It's crack.
is that why you can just like
Correct.
phase through people and stuff?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's on a whole
Switch.
different plane when he has those crystals on him.
I gave everyone a lag switch. It's over.
Yeah, magical lag switches.
Yeah, you think it's a funny joke. I know you're. What the fuck?
Crazy. Let's take a picture.
Dude, it is just.
Let's
Let's take a
get
picture. Right here.
married.
It's just absolutely incredible how the dynamic of
Wait, no, get out of the way of the word.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It is absolutely amazing that sometimes in an interview you'll just have like, you know, really dull interview, and then just not saying you guys are dull, but just saying, you know, interviews are dull, and then the most incredible moment will just happen in an interview like this.
Thanks, Sokol.
Anyways, final question. Heading into finals, or heading into playoffs, I should say, who do you guys want? Simply put, if you were to have your own opponent chosen out for grand finals, let's say you make it, who do you want?
I need more chances to get DKs on the field.
Is that a melee joke? Boo. Anyone else?
He's nuts.
Forge.
Uh,
Forge.
Forge. Are we playing Forge first?
Oh,
Oh,
Now
playing
we're
Shepherd.
playing Shepherds.
What we want is Razor strung up by jumper cables.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
Anyone else
Yeah,
object
I'd
to
like that.
we'll
to
play.
be the
We
finale.
could just play Shepherds twice. That'd be all right.
I think
All the
you guys would
teams
be
against
fine with that.
Razor and Goal.
Yeah,
You
can't
can
wait
do it,
to-
right, Razor?
Can't wait to lose to Monaco, or sorry, Von Cheesky. That's gonna be fucking fun. Well, any final thoughts from the gang? Any crystal ball related jokes that you want to make so I can throw myself up tonight?
I gotta
Maybe
play
it's
Mafia
against all.
Madness. Wrap this shit up.
All right,
No,
good
for
enough for
sure.
me. It was an absolute fucking dishonor to talk
Just,
to all of you. But
I should get that there.
I'm so fucking glad that
Ah.
this is over. But thank you all for coming. Congratulations to
Hello.
casters on their victory. 6-2 is the end scoreline. We'll be back with more BCS playoffs action in the near future. I've been Razor. These dickheads have been
Does this cake make
casters.
my butt look big?
Good night.